Happy Monday, everybody, and welcome back to the farm. We're kicking off the week with another planting project, getting watermelons into the ground. And so far, we have just finished planting 4 rows of Jubilee. Those are the nice seeded oblong watermelon that grow up to 40 pounds. One of our personal favorites, as well as our customers here. And Dragon is here to talk maybe a little bit more about the rest of the garden. Last week, he asked if we'd give it an update.
It's you giving
the answer was no, and I waited for the perfect time when the boss was here. Excuse the background noise, the neighbor is having tree work done, so Dragon will be sure to speak up for everybody.
No energy to speak.
Tell us about your garden this year, Dragon.
We're slowly moving along. We have on this side, we never really explained what we have. So this is the pollinator row. We have branching sunflowers here that grow 3 to 4 feet tall. They bloom all summer. We have them. They're popping up nicely. They are kind of barrier between watermelons and tomatoes. They got about 2 to 3 feet wide, so they will completely kind of cover this mound. And on this side, this is 3 rows of hot peppers. We have chili in the middle, and 2 Serbian varieties that I'm really looking forward to, that I brought seeds with me when I was in Serbia. So moving along, we have 6 rows, 6 rows tomatoes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes. 3 rows of beefsteak tomatoes. These 3 here. You can kind of see how that's newly tilled ground down at the end, and that grass is a lot more aggressive than this top side here. So we're gonna have to fight that breeze over there. Tomatoes actually looking really good. And then we have, these 3 are the heirloom varieties. We have pineapple, Cherokee purple, and Brandywine.
No cherry tomatoes this year?
No cherry tomatoes.
Last season, when we would have cherry tomatoes available, they didn't really sell. We ended up giving a lot away. So,
but they're looking really nice. We planted them, what, it's been a week? More than a week?
Friday will be a week, I believe.
But they're looking really nice. So that's really good.
Hold on. Stay with us. Stay with the microphone.
And then moving along. 2, 3, I was at 6, yeah. Yeah, these are the, I think I have only 2 rows actually, or 2 rows
pineapple.
of
This is
so it's
the
pineapples, it's sections. It's split in 3. So first section is pineapple, then Cherokee, then Brandywine. Got 4 rows of beefsteak. Then we have 2 rows of bell pepper. They're doing good too. Starting to bush up nicely. Getting on some size. And the last 4 rows. We talked about them when we planted these. That was 2 videos ago. So
yeah, 2 weeks.
So it was 2 weeks. Well, this was 2 weeks. That's a week later. Tomatoes a week later. So these are the Ivar pepper, aka elephant ear pepper from Serbia. Most popular pepper in Serbia and that region over there. So I'm really looking forward to see the production of this one here. So, and then very last row over there is another pollinator row, again repeat of sunflowers. So yeah, feels good. We still have another field down all the way down on the other side to do and finish this one. Rest of the watermelons will be seeded directly. Seeds. So
explain why we do both.
I don't know why we do it, Kevin. I like the money.
You get a little head start.
So yeah, watermelons take good between 75 to 85 days to mature once you seed it. So for us here, with mid-May, that will be mid-August, beginning of the August to mid-August. And then we put some seedlings that have about 2 weeks head start, so that gives us good fresh watermelons here 2 weeks prior. So we get them about late July, after 22nd of July, somewhere there in that area. So that's why. So it prolongates our harvest season of watermelon. So that's why we do it.
All right. It's looking nice out here to this year have all the planting a little more concentrated and be a little more deliberate with what we plant and what we don't plant. There is no cut flower garden going in this year.
What?
But 2 seasons ago, we planted one. And look at it in all its glory. We still have gladiolas that are emerging. I think there are 6 or 7 rows of glads that are coming up now. That might be the only thing that I've seen coming up. I didn't check to see whether any of the dahlias that we planted or any of the fillers that we planted also too may or may not be coming up. Dragon's pointing out a tree that's right there in the middle of this growing patch. But this is where we grew our glads 2 seasons ago. The rows are still here. They're still starting to emerge. So I'm sure that those will put on a show eventually when they continue to pop up. But at this point, they are just in the ground awaiting their ultimate fate, which will either be being tilled under and or doing a rejuvenation burn on this spot, just like we did previously in some of the other parts of our pasture. Dragon is saying something to me off in the distance. I think he's saying he wants to plant some corn over there. So I'm going to go grab corn or sunflowers he's asking for. And we're going to get that knocked out, expecting a little bit of rain over the next couple of days. So it's nice to get all of this stuff in the ground, hoping to maybe a little bit of a break or ahead of whatever is coming to get even more in the ground so that Mother Nature can help us get the rest of the garden off to a great start. Happy Wednesday, everybody, and welcome to another day of building chicken tractors. This one has all the latest modifications known to Gardening Gays Farm. Dragon is over there laughing because no two chicken tractors around here have been the same. Each build has gotten a little bit different, hopefully a little bit smarter with not only the materials, but the durability and also to how light they are. So on this one, we have some new hardware cloth that we are using. This is a wire cloth that is sprayed with a black plastic, so it's a little bit smoother to the touch. It almost looks invisible if you are not staring directly at it too closely. Also, too, typically on the sides, we would use a board, waterproof boards to create our enclosure on the back side. This adds extra protection and some dryness for our birds when they are out on pasture. And in this instance, we have decided instead to use some of the billboard vinyl that we've been building quite a few things out of, because that is designed to withstand the harsh elements. We're hoping that it holds up here as well. And in using that, it automatically just kind of makes the tractor a lot lighter and easier to lift and move. And typically for this top portion here, we have always used metal roofing material, but we have this, I guess, waterproof shell of something or other. I don't even know what to call it, and Dragon's not standing by. So we are using this instead. This is something that we've had just kind of sitting in our stash also too for quite some time. So it will be interesting to see how this holds up in the elements and whether we need to make any other adjustments to that as the season progresses and at the end of the season. We are in need of getting some hinges to create and affix the door, but getting these screwed down, getting the door on, that's really the last step here. Dragon has said that he continues to get better and better and better at these.
Come on, we gotta.
Any other words, our master builder?
I don't know yet. Gotta finish it and then do a full recap.
A full recap. All right, we love it. We love when Dragon comes to tell you guys the truth.
$1. It's $1 menu.
Looks like $15 actually. All right. Also got some more rain heading our way, so we're going to try to do whatever needs to be done here and get off to afternoon chores before a major downpour. Happy Thursday, everybody, and welcome back to our regularly scheduled Butcher Day. It's been a lot of chicken movement happening here on the farm today as chicks are starting to get ready to go out to pasture. Today, we not only moved out another batch of our meat chicks, our Cornish crosses, onto the big pasture, but we also moved out a batch of our egg layers onto the pasture in our orchard. Those guys were hatched right here. This year, we crossed a white leghorn hen along with, or I should say several hens. All of our white leghorn hens have been paired with one of our roosters who is a black Astrolorp Rhode Island red mix. So from those guys, you get an Astra White. Between those breeds, they should be very high productive egg layers. Our white leghorns are beast of egg layers. We have 7 of them. There are very few days that we don't get 7 eggs from out of those ladies. And on the days that we don't, we still get 6 eggs. So we're looking forward to seeing how that crew grows out as we make them our addition for later this year to the flock. And we still have another batch that is hatching out, still some that are young, that are inside under heat lamp. And once they are feathered up and old enough, they will too start making their way out into one of our chicken tractors until they are large enough to make it over to the main egg laying flock. Outside of that, we have a big batch of birds up for processing today. Last night when I moved everybody over, I counted, I believe, at least 30 birds. We probably moved over another 10 or so from next week's batch because everybody is quite large, and we are looking at some pretty good sized birds already this week. Don't want to wait till next week when we are pushing those 7-pound birds again, because people tend to like birds that are still in that 4 to 6 pound range. Alexis is here with us. Dragon and her are making their way back now with the knives, and the butcher station is already set up. So we are going to get to the process of getting these guys into the cones and into the ice bath here very soon. Happy Friday, everybody. We have made it to the end of the week, and it has been a very busy day here on the farm. Has felt like chicken week this week also too, with lots of moving around of our chicks. We got that additional chicken tractor built for our egg layers. As you saw earlier this week, it is out in the orchard and those guys are doing just fine out there. Also, after a very rainy week, it's nice that things are starting to dry out here just a little bit today, because we still have lots of other things to get done in the coming days. A few more things to get planted down in the garden, including more watermelon as well as some of our squashes. So we need that space to dry out a little bit more so we're able to get down there and work in that space. Otherwise, we're just happy with the amount of progress we were able to make this week. We have a couple of really big projects, hopefully, that are kicking off this weekend, and we will bring you along after they've already gotten going. Hopefully they won't take too long to do, but once they're done and they get going, you'll be there for it. Dragon is here. We're gonna have the boss slide on in.
Very busy.
We are in the back getting ready to package chickens as well. We ended up processing 43 birds last night with the help of Alexis. Thank you so much, Alexis. So we are getting ready to get those guys out of the ice bath and into the shrink wraps and in the refrigerator for what hopefully will be a very gorgeous and busy day here on the farm tomorrow. Dragon, how's your week been?
It's been all right. Busy. A lot done despite the rain, but glad to be at this spot. Like Kevin said, a few more things to plant in the garden, so planting season will be done and over it, and then it's maintenance. So.
Yep, lots of weeding still all ready to start getting done with all of the rain and sunshine.
We'll probably show them tomorrow or the next video. We got the stakes in for the peppers and tomatoes. So that's it. We're gonna have to start tying them, weaving them. So yeah, big things ahead.
All right, our pot of water is literally overflowing right now. Dragon is taking that out. We have to get back to getting the chickens out of the ice. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and do our official sign off today. It's also Sam's birthday today.
What?
Happy birthday, Sam.
Happy birthday, Sam.
Apparently he's in his prime. So I'm sure that Cindy and the kids are treating you like a king this evening. Just know that tomorrow you go back to simply being dad. But we hope you enjoy your evening, and we look forward to celebrating with you guys soon.
Happy birthday, Sam.
And in that note, if you happen to be traveling through Virginia, coming down US 301 and driving through King George County, make sure you stop right here and see us at the farm. Everybody stay safe out there, and we'll see you again real soon.
We'll see you soon. We're gonna leave you with beautiful sights in this orchard. Look at that.